For decades, his cartoons made millions laugh at the frustrations of office life. But behind the humor was a man whose final years were marked by illness, controversy, and reflection. Today, we remember the life and legacy of Dilbert creator Scott Adams. Scott Adams, the creator of the iconic comic strip Dilbert, has died at the age of 68. He passed away on Tuesday, January 13th, following a battle with aggressive prostate cancer that had spread to his bones. His death was confirmed during a live stream of Coffee with Scott Adams by his ex-wife, Shelley Miles, who revealed that Adams had died just moments before the show began. Earlier this year, Adams had publicly stated that his chances of recovery were essentially zero. His passing marked the end of a career that once defined workplace humor around the world. Scott Raymond Adams was born on June 8, 1957, in Windham, New York, United States. Unlike many artists, Adams didn't start out in a creative bubble. He followed a practical path, studying economics, earning an MBA, and working in corporate jobs. Those early experiences inside office cubicles, endless meetings, and confusing management structures would later become the foundation of his life's work. Instead of imagining office culture from afar, Adams lived it and quietly took notes. In 1989, Adams introduced a comic strip centered on a mild-mannered engineer named Dilbert, surrounded by clueless bosses, pointless policies, and painfully relatable workplace situations. By the early 1990s, Dilbert exploded in popularity. It spoke directly to white-collar workers who felt unseen and unheard. Adams turned frustration into humor, and humor into a shared language. Soon, Dilbert was no longer just a comic strip. It was a mirror. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, Dilbert became one of the most successful comic strips in the world. At its peak, the strip appeared in more than 2,000 newspapers across 65 countries and was translated into 25 languages. In 1997, Scott Adams received the National Cartoonists Society's Reuben Award, one of the highest honors in cartooning. Dilbert books became bestsellers. Office workers pinned comics to cubicle walls. Managers winced, employees laughed. Adams had tapped into something universal. Scott Adams kept much of his personal life private. He was previously married to Shelley Miles, who later became his ex-wife but remained closely involved in his life, especially during his final years. She helped host his live streams and ultimately announced his death to the public. Adams did not have children and devoted much of his later life to writing, live streaming, and direct engagement with his audience. Those who followed him closely described him as analytical, opinionated, and deeply committed to his ideas. Controversy and career collapse. After more than 30 years of success, everything changed in February 2023. During an online discussion, Adams made racist remarks about Black Americans, calling them a hate group and suggesting that white people should get the hell away from them. Within days, hundreds of newspapers dropped Dilbert, including major national outlets. The strip was removed by its distributor, effectively ending its traditional newspaper run. Adams later said his comments were meant to be hyperbolic, but the damage was irreversible. For many readers, the separation between the art and the artist was no longer possible. Following his removal from newspapers, Adams turned to self-publishing. He relaunched the strip online under the name Dilbert Reborn, offering a subscription-based version that he described as edgier and less restricted. The audience was smaller, but Adams continued writing. In November 2025, he revealed that worsening physical symptoms, including hand cramping and partial paralysis, forced him to stop drawing the strip. He continued writing but acknowledged that his body was failing him. Illness and final day. In May, Scott Adams publicly announced that he had been diagnosed with aggressive prostate cancer that had spread to his bones. Rather than withdraw, he spoke openly about his condition on his daily live stream, Coffee with Scott Adams. He discussed pain, prognosis, and the reality of facing death. On New Year's Day, Adams told viewers that his chances of survival were essentially zero. That same day, he wrote his final public message. Final message and last words. After Adams' death, Shelley Miles read his written statement live on air. "If you are reading this, things did not go well for me," Adams wrote. "My body fell before my brain." He reassured readers that all his decisions were made freely and clearly. In a deeply personal revelation, Adams also wrote that he had dedicated his life to Jesus Christ, encouraged by Christian friends, despite previously describing himself as not a believer. "I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior," he wrote, adding that he hoped to wake up in heaven. His final words focused on gratitude and purpose. "I had an amazing life. I gave it everything I had. If I get any benefits from my work, I ask that you pay it forward. That's the legacy I want. Be useful. Please know, I loved you all to the very end." Reaction to Scott Adams' death reflected the complexity of his life. Many mourned the man who captured the absurdity of modern work life. Others acknowledged his influence while condemning the remarks that ended his mainstream career. There's no denying that Dilbert reshaped workplace satire and became part of cultural history. Scott Adams leaves behind a legacy that is both influential and controversial, a reminder of how creativity can elevate a voice and how words can undo it. Yet his final message distilled everything into one simple idea: be useful. For many, that may be the line that lasts. If you found this tribute meaningful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for more stories like this. Thank you for watching.